Hello everyone! Today we're back with another favorites episode, and as usual I'm so excited to share with you all the new goodies.
And in case you were surprised or confused, this is my twin sister Patricia. She hasn't made an appearance on the channel in a few years, but we just thought it would be fun for her to start off this favorites video just to surprise you guys, mix things up a little bit. So today we're going to cover some skincare, some tools, and some cool new favorites that I haven't shared with you before.
So first we're going to start off by telling you what we're wearing on our eyes today.
And I'm wearing Golden Peach. This is the Tom Ford Eye Duo from the summer collection. And you can check out the swatches on my blog, theraeviewer.com. So we're both wearing a mix of the cream and celestial powder eyeshadows in these eye duos. And each is $60 a piece. They're all limited edition. All the details, again, are in the blog post. But we just wanted to show you the difference between Golden Peach and Naked Bronze on the eyes. So as you can see, this one's more of a rosy gold tone, and she's wearing more of a natural sandy beige bronze. Like I said in the blog post, not everyone loves glitter, not everyone loves the super shiny metallic finish of these eyeshadows, but the creams are really ultra pigmented and really easy to use. Super long lasting as well. But if you want more bang for your buck, you can try the Pink Glow palette. This one's for eyes and cheeks, and it has really romantic rose gold and plum tones that are super vibrant, really easy to blend and wear. So this one, again, is your best value, but we love the eye duos.
So next up, we have the Simple Human 8-inch sensor mirror.
And we both love this mirror because we both tweeze our eyebrows using it, and we have really fine eyebrow hair. Sometimes they're really itty bitty and you can't really see them in a standard mirror, so it really helps to have a magnifying LED mirror. And when you actually walk towards this mirror, it lights up, so as you can see, it just lit up, and it's perfect for tweezing. It's also really great for false eyelash application. You can get really close to the lash line. It's a really useful product, and you don't have to change any bulbs, so there's not any extra cost involved in the mirror. Plus, it's just so effective. You can see every single pore. It's like looking at yourself in HD without having to film yourself. So it's an awesome investment. It definitely ranks as high as my Foreo and my T3 curling iron, which we actually used to curl our hair today. So definitely check out the Simple Human mirror. She's absolutely obsessed with it. She sits in front of it for like an hour every time she comes over.
Now for another product that we're both wearing on our lips today.
This is the YSL Volupte Tint and Oil, and I absolutely love YSL lip products. They smell like fruit, and so some people actually don't like the fragrances, but we love it. We're obsessed with fruit. And I'm wearing Cherry today, and she's wearing Rose.
This is number 4.
And this one is the number 5. So this one, as you can see, is much more pigmented. This one has a really pale pink tint, so you do get a little bit of color, but if you want more pigmentation and more opacity, if you're trying to cover up your natural lip color, then definitely give this one a shot. I actually have another one that's more of a nudie peach, and I just love these for the texture. They're ultra glossy, they're pretty hydrating, right?
So, and I love the packaging.
Yeah, the packaging is just gorgeous. So they actually have this cool kiss applicator, and if you like really precise application, it gets right along the lip line. So it kind of mimics the effect of a lip liner without actually having to wear one.
Love it.
Now this next product is a foundation that I already featured this month, and I absolutely love it when I'm in a rush to get ready, because when I only have 10 minutes to get out the door, I look for something that's really fast and easy to just slap on with great color and good coverage. So this is the Tolasu Even Fair Perfecting Cushion. They have an SPF of 50, which is absolutely awesome. Most of you know how much I recommend you wear sunscreen every day, reapply if possible, and so I just love that this combines color, coverage, and skincare all in one. So it's great for those with normal skin, and it is better for drier weather, like in the winter, but I do think it's fabulous all year round if you set with the right powder and prep with the right primer. And it's just so easy to use. It gives you a ton of product. You actually get a second refill, so you do get your money's worth, and like I said, it's just really fast and easy to apply. You just dab it on with the special sponge that comes with the cushion. Now for another base product, because as many of you know, I'm constantly trying new base products. I'm actually wearing the Bobbi Brown Skin Serum Foundation. She's wearing the Clé de Peau Cream Foundation. I actually have a blog post up if you want to read more about the Bobbi Brown. But there's something even more new. There's something new released every week, it seems. So this is the La Mer, the Reparative Skin Tint in Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this was discontinued, reformulated, and re-released. I bought the shade Light number 2, and she actually shade matched me to this one because when I set with powder, it's the perfect color. It has the most yellow tone, right?
Correct.
So this one is awesome. awesome because it's moisturizing, but it doesn't leave a film on the skin. I don't feel oily or greasy, and it doesn't really clog my pores. So I really love this for everyday wear. Plus it has SPF 30. I still like to wear SPF 50 underneath before I apply this, but I do think that this is a fabulous rendition of the older La Mer tinted moisturizer, especially because if you have flaky bits, this does not accentuate them.
So the tint is really great because it's an all-in-one and you throw it in your bag and go. So if you're traveling or if you're in a rush, this is your go-to product. It's in a squeeze tube. So that's really great because you don't have to worry about the bottle breaking or spilling all over your nice clothes or shoes. But the best part about this is that it has the texture of foundation, but it's not. And it gives good coverage, so you could think of it as a BB and CC in one with sunscreen. So it doesn't get much better than that, and it's so fast, it's so easy, and you can wear it underneath your foundation.
Also, you can wear it underneath foundation.
Yes.
But it gives pretty good coverage on its own.
Exactly. On my days off, I only wear that, and if I want to, I throw in a little bit of powder, and that's it.
So when I want a casual base, I've been reaching for the La Mer. When I do want a traditional foundation, I do reach for Charlotte Tilbury, Clé de Peau. But more often than not, on days that I'm not filming, I try to keep it light, so La Mer and Solaccio have been doing the trick just for me.
So I got my sister hooked on the Lifting Contour Serum from La Mer. It is amazing. I love it, and I think she loves it too.
Yeah, I really do. First of all, the packaging is kind of what suckered me in, and I hate to say that, but it really is beautiful. I think they give you your money's worth when it comes to the look and feel of a luxury product, but more importantly, the product really delivers for me. I love the ingredients. It's firming, it's brightening, it depuffs my face if I've had too much salt or MSG, and I get really easily bloated down here, so if I add a little extra serum night and day, it really helps tighten this jawline area, which becomes looser and looser as I get closer and closer to 30.
It's got sea kelp and sea algae. That's really the miracle broth. It's the base of the miracle broth that we have at La Mer. It really helps to heal the skin because we're a healing line, but not only that, it's just a really amazing texture. It's a gel-like texture, so it feels like water, but it dries down into the skin and it feels like nothing.
Yeah.
But it hydrates and it makes you feel good and it smells amazing.
Yeah, it's not heavily fragranced because I like to keep things subtle, but I just love that it tightens my pores. It just lifts my whole face and it makes me feel refreshed, hydrated, but not weighed down, so I can layer other skincare serums as well as moisturizers on top.
Exactly, and the greatest part about this lifting serum is that you can use it cocktailed with other serums.
Speaking of serums, I'm also really obsessed with Sunday Riley's Good Genes treatment. I actually bought this with her while I was at Space NK. This is an amazing serum, and I was introduced to this by my friend Dara, as I've mentioned before. If you've watched my skincare top 10 for the spring, this was my top pick because I really love how it's an all-in-one treatment. It brightens, exfoliates plump lines, and evens hyperpigmentation, and I do think that it really does brighten up my skin. So I don't think it's a good replacement for SK2's Illumination Aura, which is amazing. It's super effective at brightening up the whole complexion. It really does give you a radiant aura, but the Good Genes is amazing because it smooths the skin. It really does make my skin feel softer and plump.
Didn't you say that I could use it as a mask too?
Yeah, so I actually do use this as a mask occasionally. You just apply a generous layer. I usually use 4 to 5 pumps depending on how generous I'm feeling. So I rinse it off after 20 minutes and my skin feels like I just used Kate Somerville's Exfoliate, but it's softer. My skin doesn't feel stripped or dry, and there's no scrubbing action involved. So if you have sensitive skin, I definitely think this one is the way to go. Now for Chieko Hodo's MK series brushes. There's 3 brushes, but I only have 1 and 2, and they each have a different floral print on the handle, but these are ultra luxurious, ultra soft. I highly recommend them. Most of you guys know how much I love Chieko Hodo and Wayne Goss, but these are really ultra luxurious brushes. I think because they have the lacquered handles, they just feel a lot more of a special treat and a splurge as opposed to just the standard Z series. They're exactly the same price, so it just really depends on the packaging and the brush head shape. They're all fairly similar as well, but it just depends on what kind of length you're looking for. This Maki brush actually has a wider, flatter style brush head. So this one is better for loose powders. If you like a really sheer diffused powder effect, then I highly recommend this one. But the one that my sister is holding, this one is a little bit thicker and shorter. So I highly recommend this if you like pressed powders or powder foundations.
Like my sister said, I really just love the traditional artwork on these brushes, and it's a really beautiful piece to have.
And last but not least, for my April favorites is the MAC and Nordstrom Naturals 15 pan eyeshadow palette. So this is my first MAC eyeshadow eyeshadow palette obsession. This is my very first 15 pan. I've had a lot of 4 pans and special limited edition pieces over the years, but I've never loved a permanent eyeshadow palette as much as this one. MAC's eyeshadows are budget friendly, but I just love how this one has a great balance of warm, coppery, rose gold, and smoky eye colors. They also have a good range of mattes in here as well if you want to wear mattes on the everyday basis. So I just think that this one is a really great value for money, because a lot of the eyeshadows that I use, like for example Tom Ford, you get 2 eyeshadows for $60, you get 15 for $85. So this is a limited edition palette and I highly recommend you pick it up before it's gone. I know a lot of you asked why I didn't feature it in my last favorites episode, and that's simply because when I do these favorites videos, I try not to make them super long, because I know lots of you don't like watching videos that are more than 10 minutes long. So there's a lot of products that I shoot but I have to cut out, and this is one of the ones that was cut out because I was raving about it so much. I didn't think you guys would want to hear about it again. But this one really is chock full of classics, really wearable, and very, very flattering shades. So I highly recommend this one. And that's a wrap for this favorites episode. Thank you for joining me. And thanks to everyone who tuned in. We'll see you next time. Bye. You can kick off. First, we're going to begin with what we're wearing on our eyes today. And I'm wearing Tom Ford.
That's too much. That's too much.
Like you said, it's really ultra pigmented, and you can keep talking about the product if you would like.
I don't know what else to say.
Now we're gonna.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it like this.
Yeah.
I felt like I covered your whole face. That's why.
It's okay. You weren't. I can just move back. This one is number 5.
This is number 4. This is so hard. Okay. I just love the finish.
Metallic.
Metallic?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but did you mind if I went like this?
You did great. Okay.
Oh man, that's a lot of work. Now feed me.